Hi guys, it's Jane Malmy, and I am so excited to share with you what I got from Close to My Heart's April to June catalog 2023. So I shared on social media, I got this really big box. I ordered so many things from this catalog because I just loved it all, and I figured why not rip off the Band-Aid, hint, hint, and just get everything at once, and I'll show you lots of ideas throughout the next few months. So I actually have a giveaway for you, so stay tuned later in the video to hear about that, but let's go ahead and dive in and see what I got. Okay, so first up is this beautiful Cozette collection, and I'm going to give you a look at all of this, but I just want to show you this opening page and the catalog first to give you an appreciation of all of those botanicals, that old world kind of Parisian look. It's just so pretty. So let's dive into the paper pack first, and I'll give you a close-up look at all of these papers and the sticker sheet. So here is the sticker sheet. Lots of really fun stickers to use. I love these beautiful colors. I'm more of a bright color person. You guys probably know that. I lean toward bright colors, but I love this palette. It's almost like bright colors, but a little bit more subdued. It's just so pretty. Okay, so here is one of the hero papers, and then the back is this one. I love that this one you can cut out a lot of these little pieces. My friend Janice just shared her workshop that's available using this collection, and she did just that. She cut out a lot of these little pieces, and it looks so beautiful on her scrapbook layout. So these are the two hero papers that are busier, and you're probably going to use more sparingly, right? So that your layouts or cards aren't so busy. And so the rest of them are patterns that will go well with those to support them. So you've got this beautiful stripe. So Close to My Heart has kind of a formula for the paper packs. There's always a stripe, and it's like in some form or another, like this is considered the stripe, even though it's not just straight stripes. And then there's a large pattern, which would be this one. And then we've got, this is the front and back, and here we have our smaller pattern, and then a more floral. So that variation of the different patterns really helps these all to work together beautifully. And look at the distress in this. There's just so much visual interest on this page. I love it, and I love these florals. And so that is a look at the paper collection. And then there's also a coordinating cardstock package available for each collection. And let me just show that to you. So this is a great way to get the cardstock colors to go with the paper pack if you're getting the paper pack without having to buy a whole pack of each of the colors. So here's the cardstock colors you get in that paper pack, and it comes with 12 sheets. There's 2 of each of these colors. So if you already have these colors, great. If you need some more to go with this paper, then that's great too. And I also want to point out this digital art collection. So earlier this week, I did a video on how to upload and use these digital art collections. They are SVGs. They're available on my website under the digital art category. And there's a collection for every single one of these paper collections in this book that I'm going to show you, as well as all of the past collections. So if you really loved a past collection and it's not available anymore, the embellishments might not be available anymore, you can get the digital art collection and use the SVGs to cut out all of these little embellishments that will go with that collection or give you a similar look. There's also these scrapbook layouts that are completely designed for you, and I showed you how they come into Cricut Design Space, or you can use them with a silhouette, Brother Scan and Cut. It will come into your mat just like this. So all you have to do is hit cut. It's already done for you. There's also a couple of cards that work the same way, and then the envelope. And then you can also use each individual element from these as well. So if you don't want to make the whole layout, but you really like this title, you can just use the title and delete everything else from Cricut. So they're really versatile. I think they're underutilized, and I love them. So I just want to be sure to clarify how they work. All right, so I'm going to show you the rest of the items in here. Before we get to the kit, let me show you these die cuts because they are so cute. So look at the printing. I'm going to turn this over in a second so you can see all the shapes, but I love that they are printed on this beautiful paper. And then here are the shapes. It's easier to see on this side. So they are laser cut. You can pop them out. They're pretty easy to pop out. They are held on by just a tiny little piece, so you might want to cut those off with your micro tip scissors, but these are going to work beautifully with your layouts. And then imagine ink blending around them with like a soft brown, like toffee, or any other color to give them like that distressed look. These are going to be great complements to layouts or cards. This is the stamp set that comes with that collection. So let me show you how that was used in the catalog. You can see it a little bigger here. Look at these gorgeous cards. So these dies, it's just the die, you get these shapes, and so in this one they made a shaker card. They cut it out of the top layer, and then the shaker and flowers are behind on the base, and then this one they just put your flowers on top of the die cut. So I just thought those were so pretty. So here's a look at all those stamps. There's these great sentiments that will fit on here. So I think this is going to be a fun stamp set to play with. And if you're not familiar with Close to My Heart stamps and dies, when they are coordinating dies, they come right in the stamp envelopes, just like this. So you've got your stamp set here, and then you've got your dies that come on a magnet sheet and everything. So I just keep them together in my stamp organizer, and I showed you exactly how I store all of my stamps in my recent craft room tour. I will list that at the end of this video and in the description if you wanted to see my craft room tour. These are the pocket cards. They're called Picture My Life cards, and I love these because they are a great complement to the paper. There is a portrait orientation and a landscape orientation with different colors on each side. So I'm just going to flip through these really quick so you can get a feel. I love using these on my layouts, even on cards, just to add in, like, you could either fussy cut things out, or I have die cut pieces out of the pocket cards. I have tucked things behind. You could cut this little postage stamp out and use it on your layout. Tuck them behind your photos, I was starting to say. Journaling boxes in either way. I love this patterned paper. So really, really awesome way to get more from your paper pack if you just need a little bit of something extra. You're not finding it in the sticker sheet, or maybe you used up your sticker sheet and you just wanted a little bit of extra embellishment or color that coordinates, then I absolutely love these pocket cards. So look at how pretty. These colors are just gorgeous. I would never have thought to put these colors together, but I love it. Okay, so there's a look at the pocket cards. And now the card kit. So every paper collection has a card workshop kit and a scrapbooking workshop kit. I didn't get the scrapbooking kit for this one, but I did for the next collection, so I'll explain that one next. But basically it comes with everything you need to make these 4 cards, and you do 4 of each of these cards. And then you also get an exclusive stamp set and dies that are only available in this kit. And then if you were to follow the instructions, it tells you exactly how to cut everything to get everything you need for the 16 cards, and then how to assemble and everything. So these guys are just really great if you like to just follow the instructions and create some beautiful cards. So here is a look at the stamp and die set. I honestly got this kit for this. I really wanted these dies, and I do that a lot with the kits. If this is the only way to get these stamps and dies, then hey, that's what I'll do. So I really am excited about these dies, and think about how cute these would be on Christmas cards. These little bows make a little present. And then I love kind of that old world look on these. And then you also get the little die cut embellishments that you'll need. So these are just little flowers cut out of paperboard. And then the envelopes and the card bases. And then you'll get all the paper and card stock that you need to make these cards. So even though I'm not going to make these cards exactly, I still have a lot of supplies to use. I have this beautiful paper, 2 sheets of the bulk paper. So this is what it is front and back on the bulk paper. So as a Close to My Heart maker, you can buy just packs of the bulk paper. And so I did do that with Hey Handsome, and I'm going to show that to you. So that's a perk of being a maker. And if you are interested in becoming a maker, let me know, because I can give you all the information you'd ever want to know. It was one of the best decisions I ever made. But here is the cardstock that you get in that kit. So that is the card workshop kit that comes with the instructions and everything that you need. So let's move on to Hey Handsome. Here's a quick look at what I got from Hey Handsome. And again, let me just show you that overview page from the catalog, because it helps you appreciate all of those vivid colors. Just so cute. I am in love with this layout, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be scrap lifting that and kind of doing a how did they do that video for this layout. It's so cute. So let's dive into what I got. So I got the card kit, the scrapbook kit, the bulk paper, and then some Picture My Life cards, the embellishments, and the stamp set. So first, let's actually look at the scrapbook kit, because I want to show you how those work. All right, so much like the card workshop kit, the scrapbook workshop kit comes with a guide, and it shows you 3 2-page scrapbook layouts that you're going to create with the supplies included. You get a full paper pack, the embellishments you'll need for the layouts, plus a couple extra papers and the cardstock. So here are the layouts, super cute layouts, and then again you get the cutting instructions, how to cut everything ahead of time, and then the instructions to assemble each of these layouts. So these are great kits to take to a crop or a retreat, when you can just grab this pack, throw it in your bag, and you've got what you need, except for, adhesive and journaling pen and things like that. But you get the photo placeholders. So if you're going to put the layout together and you don't have your pictures yet, you can use these, or oftentimes I'll cut my photo down a tiny bit and use these as my white photo mats, because I do add a white photo mat to almost all of my photos. Okay, so here is the paper pack. And this is the same paper pack that you would get if you were to just order it standalone. It's available on its own. So here is a close-up look at the sticker sheet. So many cute icons. So this is great for even travel or masculine, obviously, sports. Look at these pennants, like use those on sports layouts. Outdoor layouts, I do lots of those, as I mentioned. So really versatile collection, I think. So if you can imagine, like if you like this look and just look past the masculine, if you don't typically do masculine pages, there's so much more you can do with it. Like brothers, I won't use that because I have a boy and a girl. I could cut off the S and just do that and kind of round the corners, because these corners are rounded, and do brother. You're a classic, a gentleman always wears a smile, lots of really fun things. There are these boys who stole my heart. They call me mom. So obviously I can't use that. I don't have boys who call me mom, but I'm trying to think of a way to like cover this up. Maybe say there is this boy who stole my heart, kind of put a like paper piece over that section. I don't know, but I think that this is so cute and I want to figure out a way to use it. So anyways, let's move on. So here are the papers. So I think I've mentioned before, I'm really not a fan of paprika, this orangey color, but I feel like it really works with this collection. It works so well with all these other colors. And I feel like even though this is so much paprika, it's kind of toned down a little bit because that background, the words are the true paprika, and then the background is like a lighter orange. And I probably would just mix it in small doses, very little bits, so I don't overwhelm myself with paprika. But I do actually like, the way that it's used. You can cut out some of these icons, but look at how cute that is. You could cut them like out or cut out the box, because they each kind of have a box around them, and use them that way, or just use it as paper. It would be really cute. So here's that stripe we talked about. This is what that stripe looks like. The more small pattern. I love this. It's like a burlap almost look. It's so cool. This is in the bulk pack, and this is why I got the bulk pack of paper. So here is the larger pattern, this really nice plaid, and then on the back of it is another smaller scale pattern. This is Pine and this is Harbor, one of my very favorite colors. I feel like Harbor can be used as a neutral. It's kind of a blue-gray. It's one of those colors, it's kind of like blue-gray, sometimes can go green, but it works really well as a neutral. So I love that color. So that's a look at the paper. And then in the kit, you also get die cuts and bonus paper. So let me show you the bonus paper first, since we were just looking at paper. All right, so we've got this stripe, and so this is designed to go with the workshop again. So if you're gonna be following the workshop, it will tell you how to cut this. If you're not following the workshop and you're doing your own thing, which I often do, you can still use these, like maybe just cut them like this or use this as your background even, and maybe it'll work with your photos. But really fun patterns that are available only in the workshop. And then we've got this one. It almost looks like a watercolory basket weave in the pine color. Really pretty. This pretty geometric pattern. There's two of those. Those would make a great background paper. So those are the exclusive patterned papers to this kit. And then you get a few colors of cardstock. The Harbor, and then this is probably Mink, I think. And if you want to know what colors are in each of the paper packs, it does list them here on the zip strip. And then the other side of that zip strip is the usable part of the zip strip. So it's not only pretty, it's functional and gives you all of the information. All right, so now let's look at these die cuts. This one got a little bit bent, but there are always die cut pieces that come with the scrapbook collection, and it's kind of to be used as like you would use ephemera, you know, that come with other brands. You just pop them out and then you have all of these pieces, so you can pop them all out ahead of time and put them in a little bowl or something, or just pop them out as you need them. So this one, you've got all of these circles. I think I've got two here. Yeah. Oh, I wonder if I was supposed to get two. I think I got a bonus piece. Or maybe, let's look again at the pieces. Maybe not. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just get one of these. I got a bonus piece. So you would pop all of these out, and then these are used on other spots on the layout. And then you turn this over and imagine all of the holes out. So this is actually what you would have the pictures shown through, and then some of the circles would be just the pattern showing through too. So really fun. You're supposed to only get one of those, I believe. And then, oh, there's a piece of white daisy that I forgot too. So that is the workshop kit. Oh, and then some of these little acrylic pieces that are part of the larger acrylic accessory pack that I'll show you in just a moment. But there's all of these fun shapes. And then for the kit, they give you just what you'll need, because there's like multiple stars more than you would get in this pack. And so they give you just what you need for those layouts that are in the guide. Okay, before I move to the card kit, let me show you the stamp and die set that is designed to go with this collection. So cute. I love these stamps. And then where you see blue, that has a coordinating die. So that works the same way as the other set I showed you. There's a magnetic sheet with the dies behind this stamp set here. And these are pretty big. Like you can see here, it's pretty big, and they can be used as titles even, or they can be used as little embellishments and still add a title. So let me show you the acrylic shapes. So these are super fun. There's lots of stars and stuff. There's a little mustache in there, glasses, sunglasses, but I wanted to show you how there's etching in some of these. So some of these are matte. So this side is matte, and then so matte on one side, shiny on the other. The side that has the etching is the matte side. So you've got the etching here to make sunglasses. You've got a little etching here to make the tie have stripes, and some etching on the top hat, which is really fun. There's a little bow tie, arrows, lots of arrows and stars. So that's really fun. And then the Picture My Life cards. I'll just flip through those really quick. So again, 3x4 and 4x6. Lots of fun patterns, wild and free. That could be even used as a title. I like to use these in flip flaps too. So maybe you have one extra photo to add, so you use a flip flap, and then you can add in the other spot a journaling box or just one of these pocket cards to fill the space. So that would be a cute little journaling piece there. Whoops. So you could cut this out, and then you can use this stripe piece to kind of tuck behind things to give it a little bit more color. Sometimes you just need that extra little bit of pattern peeking through that has all the colors in the collection or has a fun pattern on it. Oh, I like that texture on there. So this is like that bonus paper that came in that scrapbook kit, like Father Like Son. I know I'll be using that in 2 colors. So see how this side there's still a lot of paper. So a lot of times I will cut dies out of this and it gives you just a little bit of pattern. Same with this. You could like cut this and use this as an embellishment and a little bit of journaling spot, and then you have this whole side to cut dies out of or stamp on and cut things out and have just that little bit of splatter texture, and this side too. So really fun texture on here. I can imagine like cutting this out into a square, so to add as like a title on my page, and then I still have all of these corners with that fun pattern that I can use to cut, you know, a star die cut out or something like that. So think beyond the card. That is really fun. I love that. Okay, so that is the pocket cards for Hey Handsome. And then I mentioned I got the bulk paper, and this is a perk of being a Close to My Heart maker is you can buy the bulk packs. So it's this on one side and then this on the other. And I just wanted to have extras of this paper because, I mean, how many things could you use this with? It's just so usable. It reminds me of a pattern that would come in the mix-in pack, which we will get to because the mix-in pack for this catalog is awesome. So here is another one of the card kits. And I'm not going to show you every piece of this because I think you can kind of imagine now, but these are the cards that you would make, 4 of each of these cards. Here is the stamp set and the die set, and here's what that looks like. And again, I bought this set for this. I really, really love this set. These glasses, you guys, if you saw my video recently of my I did with my daughter wearing all of her sunglasses, and I did stamp some glasses on that layout, but I wish I had this. I might go back and add this to it. But a little pocket and then a little pin. So there's all these die cuts. Some of them coordinate with the stamps. Actually, I think it's just this one of them. This one does. And then the other ones are kind of standalone. So imagine punching or, you know, cutting the glasses out of all different colors of cardstock or patterned paper, make some patterned glasses. I just think that that's going to be so fun. And I'm really excited for that die. So that's the only way to get it is in this card kit. But then you get gold glitter gems, cards and envelopes, cardstock, and then that bulk paper. So it's that same paper that I showed you, this one. So there's a couple of sheets in there. One last thing I want to show you with Hey Handsome, and this is what I demonstrated in the SVG video I did earlier this week, is this is the digital collection for this paper pack. And so here's a single page layout that you can create. There's lots of tools, paintbrush, ties, signs, little golf flag, banners, glasses, top hat, some titles. So Hey Handsome, I Love My Boys, World's Greatest Dad, Brother, Uncle, all kinds of stuff. This card has ties on it and it says Happy Father's Day. You could use just the Happy Father's Day and make it bigger and use it as the title on your layout. You Demand, that could be on a layout too. So think beyond the pre-designed cards and, you know, think of how you can use these things on scrapbook pages too. This hexagon background on this card, you can cut out of acetate and use as a stencil, or cut out of cardstock and use as a stencil, and then use the stencil piece itself on a card later on, and it'll have that pretty inking on it. So really versatile things in these digital collections, and they're so easy to use, and the price point is really spot on. It's really low. It's only $9.95 for this whole collection. Next up, we have Hello Darlin, and let me show you that opener in the catalog. I love these beautiful red, white, and blue colors. different colors of blue, so it's not just your straight, you know, what you usually think of as patriotic blue. It's sapphire, and then I think that's probably the light side of sapphire too. So I definitely can see these being used for patriotic layouts, but it doesn't have to be. Like, you've got this really pretty flower pattern. So let's take a look at that paper pack. And so again, I'm going to show you the scrapbooking kit, because that is what I got for the paper pack. Okay, so here is the guide. So here are the 3 2-page layouts that you would create with this kit. Or, you know, like I like to do, is kind of change things up and make them my own. Again, you've got the cutting guides and how to assemble. You've got a few of the accessories. So there's these really pretty red acrylic shapes, and then there's some paperboard in the sapphire. You've got your photo placeholders again, and then let me show you the paper pack. So here's the sticker sheet. You can get the paper pack and sticker sheet separately, like as a paper pack and sticker pack, and then you can get just the paper separately, so if you wanted just the paper. But look at how pretty this floral is. Like, it doesn't have to be patriotic if you're just wanting these colors, but then the other side is definitely more in your face patriotic. These look more like, you know, firework kind of things. So that's the other side of that one. And then we've got our pretty plaid, which is a more toned down blue. And then we've got the stars on the back, which don't have to be patriotic. I do have some 4th of July photos to scrapbook from the last couple of years, actually. So I'll probably have some 4th of July scrapbook layouts coming out soon, but here is the pretty striped, and then this smaller scale, like little, it's like almost little bursts in that lighter blue color. Okay, so we've got the die cuts. And so this is designed kind of like that last one, where this one is actually supposed to have 2, because this is the 2-page layout here. You've got both of these the same. And then you'll pop out the stars and use those separately. And then you'll use this to put your photo behind it, so your photos look like they're in star shapes. And then this has a little polka dot background that will be the background of your layout. And then this one, we have just all of the die cuts to pop out. Look at how fun this is for the journaling, that little flag. I like that. Lots of stars. I am just a sucker for stars anyway, whether it's patriotic or not. They're just like that embellishment that will go with anything. I use them a lot on sports layouts. So those are fun. All right, so this one has 3 exclusive papers that are in this collection, or in the scrapbook kit. So 2 of this small print floral, which is really pretty, and then we've got this plaid here. So I really like those. And then you've got these and then you've got these colors in the cardstock. So some sapphire, candy apple, and white. All right, and here are the extras. So we've got some sapphire paperboard pieces, again, the full sheet, and then the red acrylic pieces. Let me show you what those look in the catalog look like. So the red you see here are the acrylic shapes, and then the blue you see here are the paperboard shapes. So the paperboard, if you're not familiar, it's like not quite as thick as chipboard, but it's thicker than cardstock. It's like a really heavy cardstock or a lightweight chipboard kind of. So that's what the embellishments look like. Here is that digital collection for this Hello Darlin collection. So that's the SVGs that I've been talking about. Here is the stamp set. So this is a layering set, and actually let me show you in the catalog because it does show it a little bit clearer. So these all layer on top of each other. So this would be your base layer, and then this would be your second layer to create those like shadows, and then this is just the outline to stamp on top of that. So it's a 3-step process, but look at how pretty those look. You've got a lot more dimension when you have all 3 of those layers. So if you only have, like, say candy apple, you could do this in 2nd generation candy apples, stamp this onto scrap paper and then onto your project, stamp this in the full candy apple, so just straight onto here, and it's pretty easy to line up. And then this one you could stamp in like they did here, like a they did a darker sapphire, or you could do black or candy apple again if you wanted. So you've got those 3 layers there, all of these great title options, and then some smaller pieces to mix in as well. So I thought that this was a really fun set. And then here are the Picture My Life cards. All right, so 3x4 cards, friends, family, and fun. Those are really cute. Again, lots of really fun patterns. Look at that notebook paper. I love that for journaling, and then in 2 different colors. Love that. Another journaling option. More journaling option. So really fun icons on this one. You could fussy cut this out if you wanted, have an extra embellishment to use. This one matches that extra paper you get in the scrapbook kit. This one reminds me of a picnic. Actually, a lot of these in the Picture My Life cards remind me of a picnic, all this plaid and gingham. It's really fun. Ooh, that's fun. Spectacular, amazing, fantastic. That side's fun too. I like how it's kind of cut off. These are my people. So I hope that you can see the potential with these Picture My Life cards. They're just so fun, and I love getting them to mix in with my paper collections. These lanterns are cute. You could cut those out too. And the big one, you could probably, oh no, I was gonna say you might be able to cut this out and still use one on the back, but you couldn't. More plaid, more firework looking. Remember this, another journaling option, Home Sweet Home. So there is this other stamp set that I didn't get. It's for the card making, it's called the card making stamp set, but this is the scrapbooking stamp set. This is the card making stamp set. You could use the card making stamp set on scrapbooks, the scrapbook stamp set on cards. That's just how they title it, because they've put more title options that are scaled more for scrapbook pages on this one, and then scaled more for cards on this one. But you totally could use these as like fireworks on a patriotic layout. That would be kind of fun. But they have some fun examples here in the catalog. Last but not least in this collection is the card kit. So I'll just show you the guide and the stamp set again. You get clear sparkles, cards and envelopes, cardstock, and paper. And then I mentioned I'm a sucker for stars. So that's, again, I guess that's why I get the card kits, is really for the stamp and die sets. I really like these stars. I like the patterns, and I like that you've got a couple sizes of the thin cuts, and then you've got this banner option. So I love that stamp set. And then here are the cards that you would create, again, 4 of each one. All of these products I'm showing you today are available to order starting tomorrow, April 1st. So if you want to see the catalog, it will be available to view on my website starting tomorrow. And you can order anything on my website starting tomorrow. So I'll have all of those links down below, and they will work starting tomorrow. And then if you are not a VIP already, just keep that VIP program in mind, because you get 15% back on all of your purchases. So if you were to purchase $100 tomorrow, you get $15 to use later. And when you do sign up, you actually get $15 to use right away. You also get the stamp of the month for free, which is a $20 value when you place a $50 or more order. So I will be showing you that stamp of the month in just a moment, but just wanted to kind of get that out there so you can start thinking about that. The VIP program is really, really awesome. Okay, next up is the mix and pack. I usually get a couple of these because you get one of each of these sheets. There's 6 sheets, but they all have different patterns on them. So I usually get a couple so that I have 2 of each pattern. But these are designed to mix in with every single one of the collections that you just saw. So this one is gonna go probably best with Cozette, but you can use it on its own or with other things. Here is the back of it, just that pretty kind of marbly pattern. This one, I love this with the little stars. I told you I'm a sucker for stars. So anything that has stars, especially the little tiny stars, I love that. And then this side has a more like fleur-de-lis kind of pattern on it. This side, I love the distressed wood. That is gonna work really well with really any of the collections probably. And then this side is a more burlap pattern. Hopefully you can see that. And then we've got this pretty plaid in the charcoal. It's got a little bit of texture on it too, so lots of visual interest. And then this side too, it's more of a striped pattern. And then here we have another plaid, but it's got the white background. So you use those in totally different ways, right? And then this pretty pine color with the script writing, and that's got a really pretty texture, kind of distressed look in the background as well. And then we've got this pretty one, kind of flowers on it, smaller print, and then this more like distressed look too. So I love that. It's a really pretty color. So that is the mix-in paper, and then just thought I'd show you in the catalog, they always have the prettiest artwork to go with the mix-ins. So this artwork that they show with the mix-ins, they try to use every single paper pack. So we've got all the mix-ins represented, and then also papers from each of the individual paper packs too, so you can see how well they all work together. Even the red, I don't think that I would think to put red in this layout, and it totally could work without it, but I think it works with it too. So it's fun to see that artwork. There's really great artwork in the catalog. So you will get a free catalog with your order. Any size order gets a free catalog. You just have to add it to your cart, and you have to create an account and log in. You can't check out as a guest. All right, now we're gonna go through all the stamps and dies and embossing folders that I got. But again, let me just show you this opener page because they just have the funnest little like bits and pieces of things using all of the stamps. So we're going to be looking at a lot of these, some really fun artwork there. So first up is this limited edition stamp and die set. I love this hat because we, like I mentioned, do a lot of outdoor stuff. I do a lot of hiking layouts. I always wear a hat, so I thought it would just be fun. You've got this adventure with the mountains, which totally suits me here in Colorado. Bad hair day, let's get lost. But then you also have like number one mom, number one dad, lots of fun things on this stamp set. Let me show you what they did in the catalog using that set. So this one actually, it looks almost like a wedding layout. I don't think it is, but she's just wearing a hat, and then it says let's get lost. And then this one is a sports layout. I thought that that was fun. You can use these for sports layouts or cards, or of course it can be masculine and use it with the Hey Handsome. So here is The Future is Bright, and I love this die set to create the grad hat, and let me show you that in the catalog too. As soon as I saw this, I knew that it would be perfect, and I don't send a lot of graduation cards, but I do actually have some preschool graduation photos I'm going to be using this on for my daughter, and I think for my son too. I'm going to be using this probably in their school albums when they graduate from, 5th and 8th and 12th grade. But I just thought that this was so fun. There's some cute card options there. So if you have a graduate in your life coming up, great cards. And then this is also going to lead into this stamp set that I was so excited about, because I love how they used it for the class of 23 on this card, but then you can also use it for birthday. And I have a couple of years of birthday photos where my son has some really cute pictures with balloons, and so I know that I'm going to use this for them, and I could use this for every single one of their birthdays, and just those little accents on their layouts. I think that is going to be just so fun. And then of course all of the numbers have dies too, so you can cut them out. Okay, I was also ridiculously excited when I saw this set, because how cute are these little band-aids? Again, let me show you the catalog because you can appreciate it more and see these cute cards that they made with them. But look beyond the band-aid. Do you see what you could use for anything? These stitched squares in a couple of sizes. Those would be great for little sentiment boxes on cards, or it's always great to have a little stitched square. And so those are what line up on these little band-aids to make the dies, and then you have a separate stamp with the band-aid on it. This little rainbow is super cute, lots of little sayings that you can use, but I'm imagining these on scrapbook layouts too. I have some pictures of kids at doctor appointments, urgent care. You gotta scrapbook the bad too, right? So I just thought that this was so cute, and I actually got 2 of these stamp sets. So I am going to be giving one of them away to you. So all you have to do is comment down below what you are most excited about in this catalog. So I will be choosing a winner next week. I will have all of those details listed down below. This is another set that I was ridiculously excited about. I know I keep saying that, but my husband loves beer. I've got lots of pictures of him with beer, especially like birthdays, because he's a St. Patty's baby. So I just loved this little image here. You could also have it be root beer. I think it was kind of designed to be either. So let me show you. This is that opener page that I showed you just a minute ago, and how cute is that little card and stamping the alphabet on those little glasses there. And then here is the page in the catalog for that, and it's so cute how they used it for like root beer floats on this layout here. So super, super cute. This is a stamp set that's designed to go on slimline cards, so you could have it go vertical or horizontal, and I just thought they were really nice sentiments that you could stamp on the front or inside of cards. So thinking of you, lots and 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 lots. I just thought that was so fun. And then when skies seem dark and times get tough and you don't know what to do, just know you have a friend right here to support and help you through. So just fun sentiments to have. So this one you can see I've already used, and I just could not wait to get this inky, and I had the perfect layout for it that I shared here on my channel not too long ago. So here's the layout of Mother's Day pictures, and here is how I used it. I masked this mother part and the bottom so I could stamp them in different colors. So it says mother, our mom, best friend, confidant, cheerleader, nurse, shoulder to cry on, and the glue that holds this family together. So there has been no truer statement than that, right? So that's a fun one. That one is called Our Mom. This one is called Where Your Heart Leads. It says, be who you are, do what you love, go where your heart leads you. I just thought that was so cool. It could be used on a card, or I can see using this on a scrapbook page as well. So I just thought that that was so sweet. This one is called Bouquet, and it's a really beautiful flower bouquet, obviously, but it also has a die, so you can cut it out. And so I just thought that this would be so pretty on cards or layouts. So you've just got that one single die, and because it's a smaller stamp and just one die, the price point is lower, but you have all of this beautiful detail in this stamp. I just thought it was so pretty. So here is in the catalog, there's that one I just showed you. There's this background one I didn't get yet that would go really well with this as well, but wanted to show you a couple of ways that they use this in the catalog because I thought they were really creative. I love how they just stamped it in the corners of the card and then loosely colored it in. It looks kind of like a watercolor technique there. And then this one too. And then you could even, it looks like they may have done it, I can't tell. Maybe not, but you could like cut this one out and layer it on top of there to give some extra dimension. That's what I'm planning to do on something. So I just thought that those were so pretty. And then here's that one I just showed you. Look at how they did that ombre. They stamped it in pine, it looks like, and then probably sage on the bottom. So you get that two-tone look. And then this has the watercolor wash behind it. So those were just really pretty examples. Before I get to this last stamp, I wanted to show you the embossing folder and stencils. These have been so popular, and I probably should have mentioned that a lot of the stamps that have coordinating dies have been selling out really fast. So if there are any that you love, I would get them sooner rather than later. Kind of maybe prioritize your wish list, because stamps with coordinating dies sell out pretty fast. If it's just a stamp set without coordinating dies, those usually don't sell out. But if you see any that you have to have with dies, I would jump on those right away. And then also the embossing folders with coordinating stencils usually sell fast. So that's what this is, and just want to mention, if you love this, put it on your list sooner rather than later. So this is designed to be slimline. So you've got your embossing folder there. You also have this slit up here, and Close to My Heart does that with all their embossing folders, so you can actually use a longer piece of paper if you want and feed it through there, so you could get a full 12-inch strip if you wanted to use this on a scrapbook layout. But the idea is to use the embossing folder, and then these line up with it perfectly. So the stencils line up right onto those butterflies, and it will give you the outline, and then this adds the details. So let me show you that again in the catalog because you can get a better look at it. So here's the embossing folder, the stencil, and the detail stencil. And so you can kind of see those raised butterflies with the detail on them, and you can see that here too. So really, really fun idea. I just think that they are super awesome. So that is the Butterfly Slimline embossing folder and stencils. And then the last stamp I got is this Little Stinkers. This is the stamp of the month for May. I just thought that this skunk was so cute. It says, sometimes life just stinks. I stink at goodbyes. I smell a birthday. Welcome, little stinkers, stinking cute. So the sentiments cover like pretty much any occasion that you would have to send a card for. So let me show you the other stamp of the month. We've got the Sweet Tweets, which is these cute little birds here. I don't have that one right here though. And then we've got the little skunks I just showed you, and look at that cute artwork on each of them. The catalog has the cutest artwork. And then here's the stamp of the month for June. It's got a very different look. They try to switch it up so that we've got lots of different options for the stamp of the month to suit all the different styles. So the stamp of the month is available just for that month. So in June, it's available only in June. In May, it's only in May. And the April stamp of the month is only available in April. So if you are a VIP, remember you get these for free with a $50 order. If you're not a VIP, they are still a great deal at $5 with a $50 order. But as a VIP, you also get that 15% back. So it's a really great deal. Just want to remind you about it. And then if you wanted to become a maker like me, you don't have to be a business builder. You can be a hobbyist if you want. That's also an option at 25% instant discount. But there are minimums to meet, so a lot of people choose to do the VIP program because it's still a great deal without any commitment. So you can just order whenever you want, whenever you feel like it. Whatever you decide to do, it doesn't matter to me. I just love to make sure that you get these awesome products in your hands, and I love to share ideas with you to make sure you use your products. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any upcoming scrapbooking videos. Be sure to comment down below what you're most excited about to enter my giveaway, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye!